Welcome everyone to another amazing video here live from our studio. In today's topic, reinstall T2 with award-winning Linux kernel fixes, state-of-the-art Linux kernel fixes, how long to file system corruption, and actually I hope I didn't lose any previous year precious RSX work, because previous video, thanks to outstanding Linux kernel maintenance, I now have a corrupted file system. Also in other news, bets taken, how long does btop and then binutils take to compile, and will it survive today? It crashed yesterday with my old installation, but now we are rocking latest and greatest T2 build, T2 Linux version from today. Yeah, bets taken. Will it crash? Also I disabled LTO. I built hopefully with lazy optimization, so that's obviously PS3 tool, right? That has twice the memory, twice the fun for you playing along at home. And I built parallel 1, not 2, because memory is precious even in this one. And LTO, I hope I disabled that. LTO 0, PySSP. Lazy. Where is smartest? Shit, I thought I should change just to lazy. Smartest is not the most smart on a resource limited. How did this get in there? Did I have a typo? Anyway, I will not cancel this because compilation at an average of 40 seconds per C++ file is precious. So let's move on with some more work. Here's my U-mount. This is my Ryzen, as you see from the host name. So compiling there, and then yeah, we are often new T2 website performance index. All right, so theoretically the goal is, can we in 2023 still natively compile binutils? But while we do this, I have some fixes, because I have first, so it's watch me do my work live on this channel. Architecture, PowerPC. Actually, you know what, we can commit script that. Nothing like getting some good work done. One thing, and there's always something, so not only, obviously we're here, Exa code, thanks to your share, like, subscribe, Patreon, GitHub sponsorship, YouTube membership, and all the other good stuff in between. Maybe GoFundMe or OnlyFans. Exa code, reinvesting this money, previous forward-looking press release. My company continues to finance and staff our amazing Linux distribution, so making this enterprise, business, carrier, automotive, and hopefully space ready. And so one thing is, there's always something I find, not only kernel bugs and stuff, even our own configuration marginalities. Here, for example, kexec, right? So kexec kind of invented all the good server stuff we're using. I realized installing the latest ISO, because we have this, our T2 images can kexec after the installation, which maybe no other Linux distribution is doing, I don't know. At least it is new to me. So I noticed that didn't work on the P3, a little bit of a showstopper, right? The kexec implemented historically for P3, and we implemented it in our installer, and yet P3 doesn't work. Not only P3, all our memory optimized 32-bit default things. So turns out, yeah, kexec, we need to build this 64-bit mode. So that is it. Scripts commit architecture, PowerPC 64 pass config for fixed PowerPC 64 with 32-bit default user land kexec user land user space user, it doesn't matter, kexec to actually freaking work to load a 64-bit kernel. Yay! I have to say, asterisk, it still did somehow not work on the PS3, but at least it's it's starting to work. I didn't debug yet. Recurring theme. The open source God gives, the open source God take. Maybe it's a PS3 implementation, maybe other KXA kernel thing. So I mean, without this change, it doesn't even start to work. It says can't load kernel, whatever. With this change, it starts to work, tries to reboot, and then probably something crashes, but better than nothing, right? Linking and optimizing binary, yay, will it survive? Because last night I had to go back to the office because I didn't want to leave a crashed PS3 idling all the night. Good evening, guten Abend, how's it going? Good work. It's going busy, and I probably, you know what, since soon 10 days I thought, since 10 days I thought, hey, tonight would be a good night, like maybe we sit at home and watch like a movie on a PS3, like Blade Runner stuff. I probably have probably since Christmas I have a Blade Runner 2048 or 49 or whatever it was, Blu-ray, not yet watched. So shall I subscribe Patreon? Since 10 days I thought like, finally the time to watch this Blu-ray, and each time, hey, bugs to fix, hey, and BTOP, did I say 32-bit default userland stuff of save 50 or save a buttload of freaking memory with a simple trick, right? Hey, we built BTOP in just 9 minutes. Yay. So on to emerging freaking binutils. It's a little bit cheating, right? Why do I do SMT1 to save memory, right? Otherwise, I hope temperfest is off. I hope, did I disable temperfest? Oh, it didn't. No, that's a little bit wasteful. We swapped already. A freaking megabyte. Mind you, that's a development tool, right? That has 512 pixels of memory. But yeah, you want to use, as pointed out yesterday, you want to use a 32-bit, like PPC 6432 for our memory optimized. Like don't load Debian, Fedora, well, don't even try, right? It's all the stuff is too fat. There's a reason why I sit day after day and optimizing the shit out of our T2 Linux distribution, right? Because otherwise it's like, yeah. And by the way, one more thing. I actually run X, I mean, without hardware server and stuff, like, hey, if you install the latest ISO and run start X, it actually freaking starts an X server. Yay. Woohoo! What did we want? We want binutils, and we want it now. Preferably yesterday, but whoops. Let's see. 2 freaking hours! You gotta be kidding me. I sure hope that BTOP built in 9 minutes. I sure hope it builds faster than 2 freaking minutes. Okay, maybe, yeah, okay, you know what? I disabled SMT. You know what? Maybe we don't want to disable SMT. Maybe we want to hide some pipeline, like, how many pipeline stages did that have? 17? Let's fact check this. This is a channel of VR Down to Tech and IBM Cell Pipeline. Was it 17? It probably was less than a Pentium 4, wasn't it? Pipeline. Pipeline, single precision. Oh, 23 freaking stages! Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Is that freaking more than a freaking Pentium 4? Pentium 4. Wiki. Ah, yeah, Wiki, first hit. Pipe. Can't remember each nonsense. It's 17? Something must have been 17. 30! Same 31 staged pipeline. Thank God my memory is not as good as remembering that freaking long pipeline. Because I can't be freaking kidding, are they? No, wait. Here's some other pipeline. Where is the freaking first pipeline thing? God, don't tell me this has over pipe. Using a long instruction pipeline, long as high in the air. I know that. Don't tell me there's a longer pipeline. This was not a 31 freaking stage pipeline, was it? You gotta be kidding me. Are we building? Oh, it's still recompressing. Pipeline stages. Don't tell me this where it's 30. Are you got to be kidding me? I mean, I remember it was freaking long, but not pipelines. Just don't tell me this were really 33. This Prescott arrives with stages. Where are the freaking 5 stages? Yada yada, blah blah blah. Just give me freaking number already. 5 stages. Ah, whatever. Okay, fine. You're out. I'm not interested anymore. You can Google this for me. I'm done with Googling now. Confused also about the core and the piano, and maybe Chinese hasn't been. Yeah, we are an educational channel, man. We are down here to Wo She De Goren. Ni hao wo she de goren. And yeah, we have stuff to commit. We have stuff to freaking commit. Wait a second. We want to change. We want to change back to SMT because what was it? What was the estimate? 2 freaking hours or 2 freaking hours too long for me. Config default. And by the way, if this didn't, I have some stuff to commit, and if this doesn't. Parallel if this doesn't build in the time I need to commit this and drink my last then the build time. Our stuff is just too implemented too well in the meantime, nearly kind of sort of. Of course, SMT1 doubles the build time with our new build time estimation, right? We divide this by this parallel scaling factor of 0.95-ish. So yeah, I mean, obviously, let's. I hope it builds in less than 30 minutes. But is it even realistic? I have no freaking idea if that is realistic. We will see. We have stuff to commit, so because that fix wasn't the only fix. We have more fixes. The only substitute for fixes is more fixes, and that is in Stone. Our setup tool 1. And installer. So installer, we have installer to fix, and so that is this overlaps. I hate overlapping fixes. Okay, we manually count this. We love manual counting. Once I could count in Chinese. I, R, San, Si, Wo. Probably. I'm too tired. Chinese counting is tomorrow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it? Wait, this is 6. Oh wait. Oh no, I counted wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or maybe I counted right. I'm just too. 9 plus 10, 11, 12, 13. Is it 13? Let's hope it's 13. Patch, reverse, maybe dry run of X. I found patch at 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait, 7, 8, 9. It's 9, 1. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What the heck did I do wrong here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh wait, I'm stupid. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is of course 10, not 13. Clear indications that I either need more tea or more sleep. Dry. Yeah, of course now it works. Professional. So, is this stuff building? Ah, we're configuring. Yay. So, did I revert this? So, this change is, so 2 things. The first half is I had implemented support for extracting the generated root arguments from kboot, but our P3 kboot is currently in boot etc, not etc. The other thing is, similar to previous video, the geniuses, the genius, you know what, I think in good old Apple tradition we probably could call those kernel developers genius. The genius kernel developers and KExec authors for some reason decided it is a good thing that not all architectures support reuse command line, because the second thing is when I wanted to kexec on the PS3. Who knew that kexec on PowerPC probably doesn't support reuse command line? It's like due. I added that specifically if you boot on Spark and like on Spark and Power and stuff. Hey, you Power. Did I not test this in Power? Or x86? Actually, I probably only tested this on x86. Yeah, actually, you know what? I think Spark doesn't have kexec. So I added that specifically to reuse the kernel console. Like if you boot your precious Epic server with TTY, like console, TTY 0 or whatever, S0. So yeah, it turns out, you get the usage. Like you want a kexec on a PS3, it's like, all it does prints usage because guess what? Reuse command line not supported. It's like due. I mean, this is kind of like why? Okay, anyway, we implement our own reuse command line now. It's like, and that is what I love. You might call it low quality, you might call it low tech, whatever, and verse in PHP, and yes it is, but like supporting, like implementing in C, you would open int handle fd file descriptor, open, read, write, error checking, yada yada. Here you just command line file in here stuff. It's like here adding our command line, adding our root. Previously this was reuse command line append roots. Like here it's like shell scripting. We got this right. It's, if you were wondering why we script stuff in shell scripting, this is why. I love it. When I'm not hating shell scripting, I love shell scripting. It is kind of sort of. I wish it would be more feature rich and more standardized and whatever. Yeah. Anyway, so did I probably, does it have a copyright of this year? Stone mod install, because otherwise it has. Then we can just commit this here. It is partially tested, so fixed stone mod install. We don't need stone mod install to fix stone kexec reuse command line. Also, like, why is this command line? It's like, why is it not CMD line? Like why is one thing CMD line? It's like, I don't know. Do other developers not realize it when they implement their things? Whatever. Reuse. Did I copy this? Apparently did not copy this. Command line. Maybe I wanted to copy it and then I touched the mouse wheel. We are building. Do we want a top for this build? Also, do we use swap? Just 1 megabyte. Yeah, I mean, no surprise, 32-bit compiler is significantly more memory efficient. Fixed command, and also it's a new kernel, right? Yesterday I tried to build with 5.7 and whatnot. It's state of the art T2. 2 years of more bug fixes, right? Must be good for something. Fixed on kexec command line for many non-86 architectures. Where's my line wrapping when I need it? Fix on not install kexec reuse command line for many non-x86 architectures by implementing it ourselves in shell. Also fixed kboot conf path. I need to check if maybe that is probably we need to further improve the code to use either boot etc kboot, which the path name is also stupid. I only do this because the old standard binary provided P3 petit boot from a decade ago always has hard-coded etc, right? I would use boot kboot conf, right? But no, old petit boot. Maybe the current still, I've not checked this, but at least the old petit boot from years ago is always using etc kboot. What can I do? It is what it is. I work with what we got from Sony and IBM. Fakes kboot. Fix kexec default root extraction from boot etc kboot. That's probably good enough. Probably if you don't have a boot partition and you only would have an X3 or X4 that's supported by Petit boot, probably and that's also where the etc kboot conf comes from. But it's a very, so like, yeah, theoretically we would need to add one conditional, but I add this when I need it, or like send a bug report. It's kind of sort of unsupported because I would not want to install T2 on an X3 without /boot partitions. Like, yeah, it's probably fine for the next years until I need it myself for some reason, which probably I won't, so it's probably fine for now. So reinstate the other changes. Also, are we still building? Still configuring, going strong. PS3 tool is going strong today. So do we have file system corruption yet? Do we have file system corruption? No, I don't have file system corruption yet. Also, I'm not faking this word. This is the latest kernel from today. Also, yeah, 648, latest and greatest. Not from kernel log because it's broken. Don't delay. Use our T2 Linux today because bug fixes. 25 years of bug fixes must be good for something. And if we make it any better, you soon can't afford it anymore. Patreon, welcome. So patch, reverse that again, apply this. So basically, I can commit this as well theoretically. Why do I sit here? Because I have to commit stuff. So that is basically mostly reverting previous commit. We better document which commit it is. We are professionals. That is commit. I just improved it, and because upstream util Linux removed the feature, old etc mtab, yes I know, old feature and stuff. Mtab, where is it? Broken, root of a substitution copy, where do we have set up, implement stone. Take alpha, order stone stores, Bob crash first, at kboot, generic fallback, connecting after. Fix stone, IVM glue. You know what, by the way, why do I not listen to music? Do we have, you know what, I need music, it's late. It's freaking, oh you know what, it's probably in the, why did I freaking close it? Why do I have headphones on? 0 frames, yay, 0 frames, at least internet works today. History, live streaming, Polyphia live, something. I hope I have desktop audio off. I get audio, you don't get cuts. It's a bit loadish, so. You know what? I want more than 12-bit. Not that because if I digital mix it so low, then I only have 5 bits of deck left. So where's this fix? Fix stone. Do I have? By the way, okay, we want stone mod. I hope it's not that we get copyright claimed here again. Fix stone installer, glue, kboot, order, write 0, skip SR, update stone, enable, looks at sanity check, fix SED, develop, implement. Okay, SVN, blame R, base, stone, mod installer, here we go. FS tab, or probably here somewhere, mtab. Here, something of that sort. Sanity check, fixed, SED, capitalized, able to actually write to? What? No, it's not that. Yeah, all this extra time just to make the log here better. But I wanted to also improve the commit logs. That's not the most important. Where's my mouse cursor? It's not the most important. It's also not the commit. How many commits can there be? Because, so, I mean, that's not the most important, but I thought, like, by the way, leave in the comments below how amazing my commit messages are or not. Especially for build errors, I will further improve at least my commit messages, because sometimes I thought, but this is also reflection, like self-reflection, do we do it good enough or not? And apparently not, because sometimes I stare on commit messages and sometimes like, what was I thinking? So for build errors, I want to include more meaningful build, like what does it fix build error messages but not only for others, but even for myself in the future to understand why something was done and we go remediate it. Here must be somewhere like default. So black per default again. No. Install, upgrade, store. How can it be so difficult to? It's really freaking many commits by myself in the installer. Fix down, personal change looks good. Oh. How can this freaking be so? Wow, revision 1. That's achievement unlocked. I mean, we could blame this revision. I'm really overdoing my commit message business tonight. Wait, no, this is LVM tab. Here is something. I can hear distortion. I should have scaled this further down. When I can hear distortion, then it's only 12-bit left of audio. Field dynamic head range. Change song export mount typo. It's also not a commit. Oh, it's ridiculous. Oh, there's also build. Shit. Failed. Ah, it's Perl. Ah, shit, it's tech info or something. Ah, shit, I should have known better. 12 minutes build time wasted. Shit. It's for sure tech info. Ah, Perl. Shit, make info. I'm not really feeling like building freaking Perl now. Oh. It's... what is even the freaking error of this stuff? Oh, I hear too much distortion. Yeah, don't use a PS3 as build system. That's cross-built on your Horizon. Can't encode PM. You need to install encode module. We need to up our... I can't cross-compile Perl on each freaking... This is only because we cross-compile. It's documented on our recent magazine article, right? No, it's not in there. Ah, we need to build all of Perl just for the bloody encode thing. Ah, I hate this. Did I build this yesterday? 36 freaking minutes. Oh. It might be faster. Maybe only 30. I only lower the volume because I naturally speak louder and then I shout into the microphone all the time. That is the main reason, by the way. Questions there? Okay, let's ask comments. Hey, 0 frames. At least maybe I should live stream at night when no neighbor is using internet and the dog says 0 frames. Yay. You know what? I think I commit this later when I have the nerves to find which freaking commit I reverted. So, questions there. Try to climb lower bubble and speak a different language. Also, yeah, bonjour. Привет. Is it feasible nowadays to do Linux kernel development developing as a hobby? Not having, of course, as a hobby, it's totally feasible. Always go for it. It's just freaking. I mean, as a hobby, why not? Right? If you build RC model cars, Lego restore vintage cars, or just build an off-grid cabin, everything is amazing. Go for it. It's just as a profession. I mean, the thing is, it's just freaking difficult to earn money with your own open source project. It's of course super easy for Elon Musk and stuff, Jeff Bezos or so, to just come and steal that and build a server farm, right? Elon Musk can't even build a server farm. But also, I mean, maybe it's, and that's the sad thing, right? Maybe I would be more happy working at Apple now, which I declined. I was there some 8 years or so ago, when they called and wanted me to fly in. Maybe it was an historic mistake, but at that time I thought I'm more happy with open source, but nearly a decade later I realized we make no progress, right? No matter how many efforts we put in there. I mean, sure, Mesa is more amazing, Vulkan is more amazing, but like we throw over all our neighbors and friends building bricks all the time and cause new bugs and regressions. That is, and yeah, the GNOME KDE people rewrite their stuff more complex and refactoring it again, and we still don't have the Linux desktop, right? So it's like, are your title name or this video Chinese? I'm not Chinese. I'm German. Why do I look Chinese? But thanks for the compliment. And you're like, so it looks like maybe the Dcache previous video, it looks like Dcache is not needed. So I'm right now running. So maybe this corruption was, as I mentioned in the previous video. So there probably was only one bug in this change, probably. Star, fine print. We should live stream that. What's that? We once were copyright claimed for live streaming a bloody, like restreaming a bloody Apple event. So the Dcache, maybe that is actually a tiniest performance optimization after all. So maybe there was only one glaring, massive offset bug in there, right? The Dcache flush, so, and also the corruption was probably, as I mentioned, we need to be careful. Maybe the corruption is only like it's corrupted and it's like only corrupting more, right? Of very corrupted data and logs and trees. So I'm running without this. At least I think as a recurring theme. It's the only substitute for testing is more testing. I hope I run without the Dcache change. I only run with the offset fix. The reason it's not needed, so you scatter data, like you want to write some data, and you scatter that in your DMA buffers because one sector is like the file is linear, but one block might be there and the other at the end, right, of your storage. So you end up in 2, 3, 4, 5, a handful of I/O commands. And so you scatter the data and it's still in your CPU cache, right? It's not flushed to main memory. That is why you need to flush the data cache of your CPU so that it's out of the CPU and it's guaranteed to hit your main memory before your DMA controller of your AHCI hypervisor control advanced control interface SATA link is serializing that to your serial line of your SATA drive. On the other way, it's probably not necessary. That is why, so the way back, the DMA controller, the hardware writes it to my memory, and then scattering it back, it is like so that is it called gathering, right? Gathering, it's probably the gather direction. So we gather this back into our linear buffer that we previously want to read. And we gather this data together from all those sectors, all those DMA buffers, and then it can remain in the data cache because it's being used in the kernel for file system stuff and later in user space. So maybe that indeed was a valid optimization of removing this decache flush from the, I believe, gather code path. Fingers crossed, we're still building. Do we crash soon? It's like famous last words. It's not needed. Data corruption. Here, that's can recommend, by the way. Thanks for Notec for. Did not even discover that. I watched too little YouTube to discover this YouTube phenomenon. So let's sort this later. We have more. Yeah, like let's first sort this other why we build Perl. But hey, so far unsuccessful Linux developer, YouTuber, and stuff, and only up 55 minutes. Yay! A new record for the last 24 hours. I mean, of course, our T2 users run PS3 as a server, so uptime hundreds of days. We will see. Fingers crossed. So the other commit: architecture, property, package, Linux. Best without typo. It's late. I always have an excuse. So. Theoretically, so yeah, we don't commit this. It's supposedly, yeah, it don't need this anymore. So yeah, this is mem copy. So gather mem copy from sets, I believe. So from, yeah, so it should be gather. I think I've set this correct. Let's kernel p3 disk log. Use memcopy. Commit. How many digits do they currently use? 11. Commit. How many digits do they currently use? Does someone know? They increase this from 6 to 11 or something. Linux, kernel, short, log, hash. What do they currently use? Message, yada yada. How many? Okay, you know what? We can just count. 2023 counting yourself is faster than trying to decipher that from asking Google search. It's like yada yada something. Where do we have? Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. R sans volio chi bar. Hey, I managed more than just 20 minutes ago. You're getting there. Tomorrow we fluently count in Chinese. So there's some buttoning git commit message. Oh, I had this already. 12 there. That's probably that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we don't count in Russian today, so, although I could probably. Could in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, and so on. Okay, we're overdoing. We're overdoing our language game here. Not that people think we're educated. So, how do they usually format this? Yada yada, signed off. No, this is so wrong. Here somewhere. Fixes. Okay, this is how they... Do they not usually... Okay, they want this fixes, so... Fixes... I need to get into commenting. We need to send more shit upstream. So fixes... How do they usually start this? We have a function, so they used ptrace, yada yada, signed off. We need signed off. We need signed off. We need to freaking sign it off, otherwise we're not taking seriously. Yada yada, all the extra time writing shit together. We have a function here, yada yada, we know we have a function. Let's see. Fix here's bindchain of Rust stuff. With commit, okay, why do they have this twice? Okay, we have this twice, because I was wondering, I wanted actually... Linux kernel developers, oh, we have drop frames. Why do we have drop frames? 2000 freaking drop frames. Why? Why do we have drop frames? Doxes, internet, you disappoint me too. It started so well. How it started, 0 frames. How it ended, 2,400 drop frames, because with yada yada yada, blah blah blah, some hash of yada yada in 2021, I believe it was. History, in a galaxy far, far away in the year 2021. Using new bvec helpers. The incrementing the offset was removed, causing severe corrupting all. What's this commit? N21 using new bvec helper, converting PS3 disk to new helpers, incrementing of it was lost. Removed, you know what, they deserve removed, not lost. It wasn't lost, it was intentionally removed. Removed, corrupting all consecutive buffers, so restore for non-corrupt, whatever. With, you know what, restore for uncorrupted data storage data transfers. Do the Linux developers need more? Also, we didn't copyright flags that yet. Our hard work protected by the sword. You shall not copy our hard work to lesser Linux distributions. Also wrong. I think that's good. Fixed. Power PC. You commit everything you type and type. That's software development. Writing good stories the way upstream wants it and stuff. Fix Power PC, Linux, PS3, store, data corruption, introduced, not by us, introduced. Also, ironically, remember when super successfully one of my best running videos live on YouTube, we did kernel developer does kernel development, implementing multi-queued, kind of native multi-queue tech command queuing. for PS3. I lost 0 data. Young, unsuccessful YouTuber implements multi-queue in PS3 storage. Not one freaking file system was corrupted. And you update to upstream, pff, kiss you. Full disk encrypted Btrfs, goodbye. Ah. Fix property. PS4 data corruption introduced up. Oops. Ah, shit. I hate Vim undo history. Now I lost everything. It's not my night. Fix. That is caps lock. Kidding me. We lost again something. I need to study. I mean, I know it's capital U and whatnot, but I'm used to NVI undo history, not Vim improved undo history. I'm not used to such fancy editors that are not Emacs. PS3 store, by the way, is that the correct file name? PS3, no, it's PS3 disk actually. Why do we call this PS3 disk? Maybe why do we, because the patch. Okay, let's rephrase it. Store, actually I called this correctly there. I called this out correctly there. Fix PS, just in the patch name, for reasons, PS3 disk, but the, you know what? We're fancy tonight. Surely we can rename that. Surely we can rename that. PS3 disk, of course. Copied this with tab. Spaces. PS3 disk. Data corruption introduced upstream 2 years ago. Yay. But there's more. Still building. What freaking time is it already? Oh, it's not even midnight. No worries. I should make tea. Still building strong. I should put it under my feet to warm my feet. So processing, doing stuff, computing. So surely we have more stuff to commit. What else do we have to commit? Actually, by the way, this stuff is... Did I commit this? Don't tell me I did. Did I accidentally once commit this? No. Sorry. I looked at the wrong thing. This stuff is all modular, this stuff, so we don't need to spill it out here. I intentionally mistyped this there. We don't need this anymore, that is fixed. And grab this with space, or with space, of course. Manager in what? All right, we have more. We have 6, of course. Wait, it's not enabled. 6 for this manager. No. Somehow manager. Nothing like double checking. Yeah, that's as it's M, as it's Y. Okay, maybe I shouldn't delete it after all. That is M. Why is this? Can we not M that? Okay, maybe we need this after all. Okay, never mind. Let's revert it. Not committing this. We don't really need PS3 disk modular. All modular defaults to modular, but the other might default to built-in for reasons. I believe we will see. So, but of course there is more. Also, I saw comments. Do we have 2.7% drop frames? It's not too bad for a Vodafone's failing DOCSIS line. AMD Linux 6.5 disabling, that's amazing. Interesting title, yes, we need clickbait. And it's a running gag, by the way. I'm signaling something. If you did not realize, I'm signaling something. It's an inside joke here. Hey, are we installing already? Change mode. Let's hope we're installing. We better hope we're installing. But there's more. We have more. We always have more. We have basically over 100 working copy changes to sort. So what else did I want to commit? Except stuff. What is with libva? Not sure what I did here though. Is that valid? Not really you know what, we can check this on the PS3. Don't tell me. Oh no, you're loading. No, we're loading. No, it worked. That's some garbage change. It might be I wanted to update something and then the update script removed something of that sort. Art, of course, there's more. Okay, let's sort this other change here. Let's figure out which other commit this was. I need to do it anyway. What are we? Peak? Are we mini Perl building or what? Type map? What's going on here? GCC shadow. We're still building modules, maybe. We're building something. Not that slow. Also, like only Perl, right? Building stuff and then change mode, because change mode 775. I believe on Unix systems, on modern Linux systems, probably GCC creates shared and stuff with correct permissions. I have no idea what Perl is doing Perl stuff. Stone package base stone. You know what? Maybe we've probably find it with a simple trick. We simply util Linux and see when I enable mtab. Yeah, here. So this was around this commit, enabling this old feature just for the installer to store precisely the used mount options, because from proc mounts we get all kinds of default nonsense I didn't want to have in there. So stone mod installer, and then it is around 64,100. Or did I not? What? That is bizarre. Why is this not showing here? Or is it? Maybe it's not in this file. Maybe I look into the wrong. Did I not have this committed? Did I had that only in my working copy? No, I'm pretty sure I did run svn merge with a negative. I'm a little bit puzzled. No, but here is... Oh, here it must be this commit or not. Maybe I had it already on the screen and for some reason thought it's not. Alright, because there is the fix of I had to have, I believe, 2 fixes for this. So removing, yeah, removing that, and then, yeah, so it's kind of this committed. What is the log of this? Reworked, reusing installed. Okay, because, this commit message is misleading. It's doing that, but it's also changing. That is what I earlier meant of further improving our commit messages. To install mini-pro, we do some mini-pro. Also, I believe they use LD, do they use LD whatever I saw scrolling by there, and not LD library path, so they use LD previous video lib tools R path, right? Yeah, so this is, as you see here, also changing proc mount to etc mtab. So it's this here. So partially revert. I had not had this copied. Oh, cool, no my. AMD GPU at its best. That didn't last long. This is barely. Updated. Yeah, no, we recovered. Did we? Yeah, we probably maybe fully recovered. Can't mix this shit up. This is not only after, because I previously said some days, right? It's like here. When are Steam Deck, when are Steam and AMD engineers finally embarrassed enough to fix this? Why? And this uptime I just rebooted because I wanted to apply the latest Steam OS update. It's not like 5 days. It's freshly power cycled Steam Deck dock and freshly rebooted Steam Deck. Not 5 days, only 2 hours. Leave in the comments if this video encoding is right now correct. It's ridiculous. It's so sad. And then the displays freeze, and then it retrains and reshuffles, and just surprisingly audio continued running while YouTube audio here, this one continued to run without interruption. Surprisingly, it's ridiculous. I shed out my hard-earned money to get the most Linux developed flagship stuff, and even that does that. It's the year of the desktop Linux. Give those developers. Yeah, but recurring theme, right? Dongles, Apple dongles, Steam Deck dongles, dongles, and more dongles, and most dongles. Didn't even touch it, right? It's standing there. It's half a freaking meter, or 2 feet for freedom units. How easy is it to get a job as a starter Linux kernel developer? It's better to stop my job, work on a Linux kernel, and apply, even though my personal recommendation, don't quit your job before you have a new one. Otherwise, I mean, I guess it depends how good you are, right? If you're good, you get a job. If you are, it's like, yeah, best. I mean, if someone wants to employ you for this work, then by all means, probably go for it. And easy depends how good you are, right? If you're very good, then you get easily a job. If you're a beginner, then maybe apply at Intel, and AMD, and Steam. Maybe Apple or Microsoft. Did I copy this? Hope that helps. Leave in the comments below if it helped. So I better restart this OBS. I'm not sure if it streams because YouTube still whines there about bitrate. So what does it say? It says 2.5 Mbit outgoing, or is it crashed? No, it changes. 2.5, 2.7. You know what? I leave it intentionally. I want to know if this recovers hardware encoding. Partially reverted. Partially reverted. Stone mod install etc fs using etc fs tab instead of proc. Okay, let's. I mean, it's not like root, so it's. Or is it actually? You know what? Technically, it is root. It's proc mounts. Can someone tell me if it streams all right? What's that? We probably should check that. I think it probably streams as people. Looks good. Happy to hear that. So partially reverted, store mod install using etcfs tab instead of proc mounts as that obsolete due to Linux feature was just finally fully removed with upstream with the last latest release. Okay, was just only latest release, minor typos. Yours to keep, patch. Oh shit. Reverse. Because there we have more, right? There we have. What do we have now? What did I just commit? I thought I committed this. Whatever, I don't know. Don't tell me I commit something else in there. Whatever, don't you know? What have I freaking done? Is this an old commit or what? No, I'm confused. Partially revert. So much attention to detail and then I borked to something. What the freaking heck have I even freaking done to him? Maybe I should have better checked what I freaking committed. Maybe I shouldn't commit stuff at midnight. VR? Make test installing anyway. Yes, please. Somehow I get the feeling I should have further checked that. Shit. One more thing. We borked one more thing. SAD MNT ETCM tab. Change route. Grab. Oh, but this looks. What have I done here? Maybe this was some. Maybe this is not what I just reverted. Did I not have another change in there? Shit, do I still have this in the history? thought I had there one more change in there. Nothing like better. Oh, this also is wrong. I thought I had there some change. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, double and triple check your stuff before you commit it. Or was it this here? Ah, this was mod. Ah, did I? Ah, right, this was the second half. Okay, okay, I see. That was the other half that we committed earlier. Nothing like losing your hard-coded work. Okay, that's installing. We built Perl. We nearly built Perl. How much swap did we use? Yeah, this 32-bit user space works. Don't try to use another 64-bit Linux PowerPC distribution. Can't approve of that. Oops. So this should continue now with tech info. Partially installed maybe. Just want to see if that really continues. So the time is wrong here. 3:06? It's not 3:06. Okay, just make info. Okay, that's whining. I'm not really sure for what this is whining for. That's probably mostly not the most important, but it's not perfect, but it's not a deal breaker. Yeah, disk I/O is a thing here. Probably it would help if we would have finished our multi-queue DMA thing that wasn't fully done. Ah, right, we don't. Ah, wait, we have that. Okay, we're done building that. I wonder how long it built now. I'm really curious to see. Yeah, and so far, not a new data corruption. Yay. Woohoo. So, the question, will it data corrupt tonight, is hopefully answered, because tonight's night is soon over at midnight, and then we go home. What else do we have here? glibc hotfixes, RISC-V stuff. Stone, okay, this is stuff we can delete. Do we still need some Musel hotfix there? We probably need to check that. That is apparently maybe. That might be fix some stuff. It's probably, this is Intel, it's probably working, I guess, so. Quirk existed in subversion. All right, I guess glib didn't work. This is why that's commented out. Or what do we call this even? Ah, this so Perl built in 38 freaking minutes. What was the estimate? I think the estimate was a little bit longer, wasn't it? And also we don't need this DB stuff. Okay, let's cancel this. Did I previously, did I delete it, or? I'm not sure what we had previously. Okay, it doesn't matter, we can't change it anyway. Let's give it another try. Let's hope that it builds now. 1 freaking hour. I didn't probably. Did I not think about deleting the ref time there for? Not sure what we had. So Perl build in 38 freaking minutes. Yeah, might be a while. Let's hope. So we're not yet through. How long was it? 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. How do we call this? Guide, quirk. what was it? This stud and subversion for edit and to use the libc into list, I guess. L into so many working copy changes. Oh, there is a PHP update apparently. It's probably fine. Any update here? 828. 828. Not that I would have any appreciation for PHP, but so yeah, that's probably it for this video. We didn't stream 2 hours, did we? No, that can't be right. You know what? I wanted actually to set the time on the PS3. Yeah, we didn't build yet so much. What's the time? Ah, this is why. That is how it was. Which question? Linux kernel developers familiar with almost every topic inside the source code? No, of course not. They're all specialized. You can't. You're either a storage specialist or graphics, or it's usually. I mean, of course, people change. Like maybe you get tired of storage and then switch to graphics. But usually, storage people know. I mean, they know probably the basics, but like they would need some weeks or months of getting into the topic of GPUs. Similar, like GPU developers, they might fix a bug or something, but it's not like they know everything of storage subsystem, right? This is way too. It's tens of millions of lines of code, right? So even I mean I know a lot, but of course I don't know all things GPU, right? I don't know all things network or storage, right? I probably have a very healthy dose of uneducated cow knowledge of things, but sure. I mean, I could get into it, right? If Apple hires me for Apple AGX stuff, then get into that in a week or two, right? But yeah. So how HW clock UTC this to HC. What? What was it? H is this to. Was it not? What? There was once upon a time I knew this by heart. Ah, it's also U. Okay. Not this to. What clock? One too many arguments. What the heck is even going on here? Arguments either numeric parameter, value, or one of those aliases features supported. Did they change that recently, or what the heck is going on here? Show, get, set. HT, so HT hardware clock. 8 hardware clock 2. It's late or whatever. It might be that because I never used the tools too much yet. Maybe that is why it wasn't set. So usually my clocks are set. So yeah, will we tonight finish building the new tools? Why is is this something else? Can we cross-compile PHP? Actually, I don't quite remember, to be honest. Maybe we could once upon a time. not to install this PHP junk into my running system. It starts building. Let's see if it does. Maybe it did. Yeah, you're welcome. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. I go home in a second. We did way more than necessary and enough. What Winimage are you using? Currently I'm using Sway. I might migrate to Hyperland. As packaged and shipping already in T2. Hyperland is a little bit more animated. Oh, PHP cross-compiles. That must be a Linux distribution where PHP just cross-compiles. I wonder which freaking Linux distribution that could be. Don't even need a rack of P3s or Sci5 unmatched RISC-V. I mean, we have one, but we don't need to use them all day long too. We don't need 10 to cross-compile, to native compile PHP. Anyway, commit PHP. Such an amazing Linux distribution. I would want for myself. So, yeah, stuff is working, stuff is tested. I mean, it's also, we improved KExec. Like, if you were wondering, why do I even bother with this old vintage stuff? But hey, the other day we used 80 threaded Power 8, so it's not that vintage. And even there, we do something, we find something, right? How does a Linux distribution stand out between the 2014? You test more, fix and fix more every day. At the end of the decade, stuff is working, things are amazing. If I would not have tested this, I would probably for months, if not years, not realize this KExec doesn't support this reuse command line arguments. I would not have found other things here. What other things was it? Even on the Sun in Power 8, we constantly find things, right? This is how you support everything. You test everything, you support everything. And attention to detail, a lot of attention to detail, and more attention to detail. And realizing if stuff data corrupts or doesn't work at all. So that is committed. Yeah, I mean there's some more stuff, but I go home now. I just hope this doesn't crash again like yesterday. What else do we have there? Some Firefox change? What? Ah, was it a minor update? I believe this was a so minor update. It was only for Windows, I believe. Yeah, I think this was a Windows only fix. Who cares about freaking Windows? Maybe they have a new one in the meantime. Oops. Nothing like using your... Who needs a graphical UI if you can use command line? Ah, there's a O2. Who would have known? And we can skip this Windows only fix. It's, if you make so many typos, it's clearly time to go home, get some sleep. Don't forget to show some token of appreciation, sharing, liking, subscribing. Patreon, GitHub sponsorship, YouTube membership, super things, super chat. Fixed an issue was caused by keystrokes to be scrambled for users using Zone Alarm anti-keylogger. Wonderful. Doesn't sound the most important, but as we had this already scheduled, why not? Why not? Update it. Okay, that's configuring. Alright, we have BTOP, right? We have freaking BTOP. We have freaking BTOP on a PS2. Why does it not show SMT threads there? Oh no, there are. It's just I'm used to so many cores. They are there. There they are. Amazing. You know what? We could actually share, like, subscribe, Patreon, GoFundMe. Not only do we still need to write the RSX continue the RSX driver. We could also actually write a proper hardware monitoring driver using this serial virtual UART thing to get the temperature from the hypervisor, right? Then BTOP would probably show the PS3 temperature if we wanted to. Yeah, amazing. We are loaded, the PS3 is loaded, stuff is working better than ever, hopefully. This is recompressing. Let's check something. What else do we have here? Must be something more to commit. 100 freaking changes. Ah, that's also the wrong. That is our tree. It's probably fine, right? Yeah, okay, let's be professionals. Let's try. I hope I have a complete x86 build. I cleaned it recently, maybe I don't. Just to see if all our patches apply. Nothing worse. It's already the other day, 116 or so, I committed without all the patches applying. Did I not build this with verbose? Apparently not. I didn't build it with verbose. Build x86. Yeah, thank you very much. That's not what I want to watch. Who doesn't want to watch hail on the... Probably. That probably works for us. You don't need, hey, pro tip, you don't need to pay for any music streaming service. Just watch artists' stuff on YouTube for free. Fun fact, not one single dime did I ever spend on music streaming services. It was a simple trick. Works even on Linux, DRM free. Yeah, so this is, yeah, it's fine. Don't need to check the log, it's fine. So, but that's it then for today. I need to get some sleep to fix Mobox tomorrow. There are some 100 changes here, but we surely can sort them tomorrow. Yeah. Nothing super major, I would say. And some garbage. Oh, right, LibreOffice. LibreOffice we can commit. Ah, no, that's other stuff. Just some minor... Yeah, it's not worth to commit. So sometimes it's like I just move minor stuff for cleanup, and which I thought is like maybe nicer sorting or so, but yeah, this is why I have 100 working copy changes, because like, yeah, it's not worth to commit. It's... So that's it. An hour or 3 a day of live stream keeps bitrot away and stuff fixed. I hope you enjoyed this and learned something as usual. Have a good day or night, and I hope to see you soon for all the next videos and live streams to come. And by the way, the PS3 also doubles as a nice headphone stand. Where is my OBS? Ah, 6. So many workspaces today.